Guys, this NFL season does not look promising whatsoever. But let's talk about it. What is going on, everyone? I go by the name of El Parcero Philly United for all things sports and culture here in the beautiful city of Philadelphia. And today we're going to talk about the latest out of the NovaCare complex with our Philadelphia Eagles. Last week we saw Lane Johnson test positive for the coronavirus, and this week, our coach, our Super Bowl winning coach, Doug Pederson, has also tested positive for the coronavirus, and it raises a lot of questions about the upcoming 2020-2021 NFL season for not only our Philadelphia Eagles, but the rest of the league. Guys, before we get started, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button for notifications, as well as sharing this video and this channel to help this Parcero out. And of course, El Parcero Philly YouTube channel is brought to you by Philly Sports Network. Head on over to PSN for all your Philly sports needs, from the Philadelphia Eagles all the way to the Philadelphia Fusion and all your college sports here in Philly. Check it out to stay up to date with all your Philly sports needs. That's right, guys. So Doug Pederson has tested positive for the coronavirus. It was announced a couple days ago that he has been tested positive, and just like Lane Johnson, he says that he doesn't really feel the symptoms, but of course, you tested positive, you gotta go through quarantine. So right now, he is coaching from the comfortability of his office at home, and he's just trying to wait it out. With these situations, you just gotta wait it out, and then keep getting tested, and then eventually he will be back with the team. For right now, the irony of this, for right now, Deuce Staley will run the day-to-day operations as the coach here for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's funny how he wasn't good enough to be the next offensive coordinator going into this season for the Philadelphia Eagles, and now he's going to be running the show while Doug Pederson is at home. So Doug Pederson will be at home virtually, watching over every practice, while Deuce Staley is the guy who's there, running the show. So obviously, I want to see how Deuce Staley can handle this. It's only going to be for a little bit, of course, but I am one of the believers that Deuce Staley can be a coach in this league, and he needs his opportunities, and he hasn't been getting it yet. But most importantly here, guys, is the fact that the NFL going into this season don't really have a set plan on what to do as far as play goes. I think that they are thinking that they're going to just do what the MLB is doing right now, just play in these empty stadiums throughout the country, and everything's going to be fine. Guys, this is not the proper way to go about restarting a season. Listen, I watch all 5 sports here in Philadelphia. The MLS, the NBA, and the NHL are doing it the right way. If you want to get back to play in 2020 with the coronavirus pandemic wiping the world, you need to have a bubble. Especially here in the United States. Unfortunately, here in the United States, we did not take the proper precautions for this global pandemic, and this is why we have to have bubbles. But the bubbles have proven to have worked. The MLS haven't had a case since before the first game. The NBA as well they just started this past Friday with their regular season games, and they haven't had a positive test in a minute as well. The NHL are all the way in Canada right now, where Canada actually handled the coronavirus the right way, and they're doing it the proper way, splitting the teams in half, having the Eastern Conference teams in Toronto, while they're having the Western Conference teams in Alberta. That to me was the best way possible, because you're out of this damn country. So the NFL need to figure out a way to make this happen. With the Philadelphia Eagles, we have already had Lane Johnson, Doug Pederson test positive. Those are 2 high-profile members of this team. Marquise Goodwin, a guy who we thought would have an X-factor role here with the Philadelphia Eagles, has decided that, listen, my family is more important than a couple million in playing football. And, I commend him. If you know his story, for him to pick his family over football, I really commend him, and I don't blame him at all for opting out. So the NFL, you're having players every day. You're hearing a different player saying, "Yeah, I'm not going to play in this either. Like, there's no way I'm playing in this type of environment." For the NFL, you need to find a way to make players feel more comfortable and make it safe. Right now, I don't feel like it's safe. And you're talking about a sport like American football, where it's the ultimate contact sport. It's a violent sport. There's going to be hits. You're talking about skin on skin, breathing on each other. So I don't think the NFL have really thought about a proper way of trying to start this season here. You're not gonna have preseason, whatever. You might see some. You might see some rustiness, in the regular season. But I think the NFL needs to figure out to find a way to make bubbles. And I don't think you can make one big bubble. I don't even think you can do two big bubbles. I think you need to do at the minimum 4 bubbles. You need to do we need to have, just for example, NFC and AFC East teams, in some city in the northeast region of the NFL of America, find a city, put the teams in that bubble, close it off, and just let them play football. Do constant testing. This is what the other leagues are doing, and it has been working. That's just an example. I think that if you do 4 bubbles throughout the country, I think that's the best way possible. But the NFL needs to hurry up and act fast, because we are getting close to the season. And for players, I'll be straight up honest here, guys. You guys know I love football. If I'm in the situation that these players are in, I'm out. Straight up, I'm out. This does not seem like a good idea to go play in empty stadiums in cities. Like imagine, like you're gonna go down to play the Dolphins, play the Bucks, play the Jags in that infested ass state that Florida is with all the coronavirus. No, not happening. So I really wanted to make this video because this is a serious issue, and I want football back too. Like, I want my Birds back this coming fall. But if there's not a good way of getting back to play, this shit should not happen. It should not happen whatsoever, guys. But that's all I got for you guys today. This is definitely huge news. Doug Pederson, he's healthy. He seems fine. He seems to be in good spirits. So that's definitely good to hear. But who else is next, guys? Like, literally, this is what you gotta think. Who else is next? Is Carson gonna be next? Fletcher Cox? What other big marquee player or coaching staff is going to catch the coronavirus? So these are definitely these are topics that we need to be thinking about as Eagles Nation. So in the comments below, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this whole NFL coronavirus situation. What do you think the NFL should do? And let me know your thoughts on Lane Johnson, Doug Pederson testing positive. Thanks so much for watching again, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button for notifications, as well as sharing this video and this channel to help your favorite Parcero grow. And until next time, guys, I go by the name of El Parcero Philly, and I'm telling you guys, go Birds! Go Birds! Talk to you soon.